too fat for this chair. Listen. Hello, reporting live from the casual apocalypse. So, I'm gonna do my makeup really quick. I'm not going anywhere. Most of everyone at my job got furloughed, so I'm just here working from home, drinking my iced coffee. Did you know if you use a Starbucks cup, it tastes like Starbucks? I also have a big thing of water, of course. Hydration is key. So this is how I house my makeup now. You know, I've tried to vlog a few days in a row and they're just boring. So I feel like every video I've watched from anyone has been the same. Oh my gosh, I went to the grocery store. It was insane. There was nothing on the shelves. Here's me putting away my grocery haul. Here's me organizing my cabinet. Here's me doing an at-home workout. And insert random, here's me being creative or learning something new thing that everyone's doing. And I was like, okay, this is just like a daytime routine video. And it seemed very boring. But I will put that footage in. Maybe I did paint my nails one of the days that I vlogged. I had filmed a yoga video one of the days that I vlogged. Oh, speaking of, I have not disabled comments. I got a few Instagram DMs like, stop disabling comments. I disable comments on yoga videos because I'm a practitioner. And in order to assist people, I have to ask some kind of probing questions most of the time. I try not to give blanket answers. I try to know about the person. And that's personal. So I would rather someone, if they are really concerned about this certain pose, to message me so that I can tell them, or they can send me a picture of what it looks like and I can tell them where I think they should adjust or what they should try to see if it feels better. So yoga videos, comments are disabled. Rating is not disabled. You can tell me still if you like it or you think it's stupid or whatever. But that's why the comments are disabled. Vlogs, comment away. So anyhow, I'm just using this tea tree water toner from Lush. I love this stuff. Lush is closed right now. Every non-essential, not every non-essential business in Austin is closed because like the cryotherapy place is still open, but like the Domain shopping mall, it's a mall that I like to go to. There's a Lush, there's a Sephora, all of that stuff is closed. It looks like a ghost town in there. Basically Austin, even though we don't have shelter in place, is acting like we do. Like most places have closed down besides grocery stores and convenience stores and that kind of thing, pharmacies, hospitals obviously. And everyone's staying inside. Like I look at my neighbors' cars, like a few people will leave, they're usually back within a few hours. And everyone's just kind of staying put. And our governor and mayor has said he's left it up to the responsibility of Texans. Like he believes we can be responsible enough to stay inside without having to do shelter in place, which is why I love the South. But Dallas County, it is spreading quickly. So the boy, starting tomorrow at midnight, they do have a 2-week shelter in place that will be starting. Austin has the next largest number of COVID-19 cases besides Dallas County, so if anyone else were to get shelter in place, it would likely be Austin, but throughout the other counties it's not spreading as quickly as Dallas County. So Dallas is, I believe, don't quote me, I think our biggest city in Texas, so it makes sense. I got a little fluff in my mouth. I tried to be casual about it, but it didn't work. So he's shelter in place starting tomorrow night at midnight. We thought about him coming here. I would have liked that, but also where he works, he's been in contact with a lot of people, and I visit with my mom and dad. And my mom, she's not 55, she's 53, but she works with the elderly. So if I were to pass it to her and she were to pass it throughout her assisted living facility, that would be very bad. So we're just not gonna do that. But I still want to get ready today. I got these lashes probably a month ago and I haven't used them, and I was like, well, I'm stuck at home, so maybe I should. They're the Ardell magnetic liner and lashes. So basically you put on the eyeliner and the lashes stick to the eyeliner. So this is what they look like. I don't know if that's focused. If it's not, sorry. And they're the wispies that I've always worn. Well, I used to wear Demi wispies, then I wore wispies for a while. So we got that. And I guess we'll just get started. Pull my hair back some off my face. So when I was in LA and I stayed with Jessica Jade Yoga, we have a podcast together. If you're bored and you need something to listen to besides my dumb rambling mouth right now, you can listen to our podcast. It's called the Garden of Eden Podcast. It's available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, anywhere that you listen to your podcast for the most part. I had told her that I don't wear SPF on my face. I know, guys, I'm bad, but I've just never been good about sunscreen, and she gave me this, and I know some people are going to say you need to wear something besides this, but this is the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC+, and it has a 50+ broad spectrum, and I really like this. This is in the color Rich. She gave this to me because she had somehow ordered it on auto ship, and she had like all these bottles, so I'm using half of this, and then half of this is what I had said was my current obsession in my update video. This is the Kat Von D foundation. It's called True Portrait Liquid to Powder Foundation, and my color is Tan 063. It's like very liquidy, so you have to shake it up well. It has one of those, you know, shaker mechanisms in it, which sounds just very nice. I really like the sound of it. So I use this, and I do use my fingers. I just washed my hands before I came in here. So I just do, it doesn't take much of this. Like, I'm just putting like the tiniest little dots on my face. You probably can't even see them. And I'm not a makeup artist, so you guys really don't need to see it up close. This is just really for us to catch up before we jump into the vlog. So I just do like a dot on each plane of my face. So there's 5 dots. And then I use 1 pump of this. And it gives you a very natural but nice coverage still. Like, it's not a lot of foundation, but it looks nice once it's done. I feel like fingers work best with this. I used to watch Lisa Eldridge, and I remember everyone being so appalled when she would use fingers to blend in foundation. But I do just feel like it looks so good when you use your fingers because it really melts in. Oh, little squirrels. There's been squirrels everywhere. You guys know I have a deer population near me. I haven't seen the deer quite as much, but that's because they only come behind my house like maybe once a week. But they must be out towards the main part of my apartment complex. Or condo, community, whatever you want to call it. It's basically the same thing. And people up there feed them more. Like, I don't really feed them. I think I've thrown veggies out there one time that were getting ready to, like, the outside of my romaine leaves, like, once. But I try not to feed wildlife. Okay, so that's good. Now I'm going to use my Hourglass. This is their new concealer, the Vanish Concealer. I also do use the Vanish foundation stick still, but it's more of like a special occasion type thing because this is very full coverage, like you look like a portrait beautiful person. So I don't use that all the time, and this is the Vanish Concealer, and I'm in the color Flax. This is new. The lady at Nordstrom kind of talked me into it because I'd been using the Charlotte Tilbury one. But that one, it has one of those sponge tips on it, you know, kind of like the magic eraser one that people use from, what is it, Maybelline or whatever. But that one's never been cruelty free, so I've never been able to use it. But the Charlotte Tilbury one, I did. But I really didn't like having that sponge tip on it. That kind of annoyed me about that. Is that the little Amelia? I think I got a little Amelia there. But anyhow, I ended up ripping the sponge tip off and kind of using most of that up. I think I have just a tiny bit left. And then I broke into this Flax. And I just really like it. It brightens things up pretty well. So now I'm going to do powder. So this is the Hourglass Veil Powder. I love this stuff. It's really, really nice, super fine, but it has like a bit of luminosity to it, which I love. As an oily girl, I just don't like to look matte. Like, some people really love that matte look. I don't. I like to look still glowy. So I really just powder my nose, under my eyes to set my concealer, which it says you don't have to, and kind of just the middle of my T-zone. And then I just do like a really light dusting everywhere else. Like, super fine. This powder is so fine and it spreads really well. And then I use the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, and this one is in dim light. And I just use one of these big brushes and I just lightly sweep it over my face, and this adds a kind of all over glow. And then for my nose, I kind of like my nose to be a little light bulby, so I just do it right in the center there on my nose. And then I use it to sweep off under my eyes too. And then my bronzer, of course, Hourglass as well. This is the Ambient Bronzer in Radiant Bronze Light. Hourglass has committed to be 100% vegan by 2020. And I just do it like right on the outside. I don't come in too much. This is more like literally bronzing, not contouring. And then around my forehead to look like the sun has kissed me there. And then I do my brows. So I feel like this is the thing that changed the most in my brow routine over the, I don't know, I guess year since I've probably done any kind. Where's my lipstick? Here it is. Any kind of tutorial. I'm gonna put this stuff away. Yeah, that's everything I need. So these are the two CoverGirl brow gels. They're Easy Breezy Brow. They sent me this a while back because I was part of their announcing that they had gone cruelty-free. So now I really don't use pencils anymore in my brows. I just kind of brush my brow hairs upwards and fill them in. And I know it looks like not super like polished or whatever, but like, who cares? It takes a lot less time, and I really like the way that they look. I think they still look pretty natural. And yeah, we all love a sharp brow, and I do that very rarely now. Like, you think I'd do it when I was filming, because you need that kind of extra sometimes on camera. Like, camera doesn't pick up stuff like this that's super natural all the time. But this is tinted, so it does work pretty well. I don't know if you can tell. So I usually do one layer and then kind of let it dry a little bit. And then I go in with the second layer, and then I like kind of wiggle a little bit more to really grab any hairs that I might have missed. Just build them up. And I've done this with the Dip Brow in the little tube also, the Anastasia one. And then after I do this one, because sometimes it leaves like just a little bit too much, I go in with a clear one to kind of make it chill out. And it really sets them in place too. I wonder how all of you guys are doing with quarantine. I've seen like a mix of things. Like, some people are like, I really love this, this is great. Some people are dying to get out of the house. And then a lot of people are just worried because the amount of people that have been laid off from their jobs, and some companies have been really great and are paying their employees, but some companies, like, you feel like they have that responsibility to their employees, but also they just can't. And it's hard to know like who's being cheap, who's taking care of their people properly. Like, there's just so much back and forth with that. And then also with the workers, like my mom has to go to work every single day, and she's like right on the cusp of being at the higher end of age, you know. And the people at grocery stores and stuff like that, on one hand, it's nice that they have a job because a lot of people don't have jobs right now. But then on the other hand, it's like they're being exposed every day and they should be getting some kind of hazard pay, you know? Or everyone should be able to stay at home and, you know, flatten the curve or whatever without having to worry about if they're going to be able to pay rent, if they're going to be able to pay student loans, if they're going to be able to pay their utilities. The utilities are going to get cut off. Like, if you're going to have insurance, if your job lays you off and we're in the middle of a pandemic, like those are all crazy things. And I'm sure you guys don't want to hear about this. You've probably heard enough about it and you're probably here for an escape. So I'm going to stop. So let's try these now. This is going to be a long vlog. Maybe I'll just make this a get ready with me instead of a vlog. Because this is long. Okay, so this comes with its own little brush. And then it's magnetic gel liner right here. And the wispies are down there. So first off, let's see if I still know how to do eyeliner, because it's been a hot minute since I wore eyeliner. You guys remember I used to wear eyeliner all the time? You guys remember I used to make makeup videos all of the time for hooded eyes? That was what I did. All right, I think we did it, guys. All due to your moral support, I now have a wing on my eye. Okay. Let's see. It's stuck to my finger. So it works. The problem is this lash is all wonky from being stuck in the box the way that it was. They put the adhesive on the lash instead of the band because the band has magnets on it, but the problem with that is it makes the lash band go, the lashes stick to it, and that is not great. Okay, they're on. I mean, that works. It's definitely easier than doing glue if you're not like super talented at glue, but you're decent at eyeliner. This can work for you. I hadn't worn lashes in a really long time because I think that the lash adhesive had soy in it, and that was like giving me these really sensitive eyes, which was crazy because I'd worn lashes for so long, but then my soy allergy came on like so rapidly that like the shampoo that I was using for from Trader Joe's had soy in it, and it was breaking out my scalp so bad and like making it bleed and stuff. Trigger warning, bloody scalp. And then the same thing with lashes. There must have been soy since I used a plant-based glue. It was like making my eyes super swollen and like sore. So I stopped wearing lashes because it was really hard to like get an ingredient list, and I can't think of any other reason why something that I've done for years, like wear lashes, would become impossible once my soy allergy came about or resurfaced or whatever. So yeah, it got really bad for a while. Like I had kind of shared a little bit like, oh, I can have tempeh and like soy won't kill me. That changed rapidly. Soy might not kill me, but it makes you feel like you're dying. Initially, I had just thought, oh, it's breaking me out because my stomach like always hurt. You guys know my stomach was always like kind of hurting. And I just assumed that was from junk food. I was like, if I eat junk food, my stomach hurts, you know? I never thought that it was the soy, but if you think about it, most vegan junk food is soy the majority of the time. So it was the soy, and it got like progressively worse after I stopped taking this medication I was taking. Oh my gosh, think of having food poisoning and then the worst period you've had in your life at the same time. And that's what it feels like every time I eat soy. And then on top of that, I tried to replace soy with things like beans and nuts and seeds and quinoa. But I have some sensitivities to FODMAP foods. What the fuck is a FODMAP? Didn't even know. But like there's a ton of FODMAP foods I couldn't eat either. So I'm still like in the middle of doing kind of this elimination diet of FODMAP foods, and then I'm going to do a regular elimination. They're both medically supervised. So yeah, that's my diet in a nutshell. All right, face is all done. These lashes, I feel the beginning stages of burning my eyeballs off. So I'll probably take these off. But I did want to try them out because I thought what a nice way to wear lashes. Maybe I'll try a different style. I just feel like the inside of these are too long for my eyes. Maybe I'll cut them down and see if I like that a little bit better. My camera cut off and I didn't show you what else I used. I used my Hourglass Extreme Caution mascara. And I used my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. This is the super slim lipstick. Not the regular Pillow Talk. This one's called Super something. You'll see it. It's not the sparkly one. It's the regular. And I really like it. It's just like a really nice, like, deep pinky nude. It looks good on most people. So, I really like this one. It feels good. It's nice and moisturizing. You can see like the shine and stuff it has in it. So it's not a matte lipstick at all. I'm over matte lipsticks. We'll never wear them again. It's just not worth it. I mean, they're beautiful. I guess I shouldn't say I will never wear them again. I will never wear them again if I'm not just going somewhere where I want my lips to look good. Like if I want to be comfortable wearing this, that's what I'm doing. But I'm gonna finish my coffee before I have breakfast actually, and then go ahead and plan my day out. I just used it's kind of like a bullet planner, and I just put in like my stickers and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and plan today out and then have my breakfast. If you want a plan with me video, let me know. I don't want to bore you with it if you're not interested. And then I do use this kind of like for a meal planner. It's just now Monday, so I'll start on Monday and I'll do that too. So I have a couple different planner situations that I do. Yeah. The casual apocalypse. Ain't it fun? I also have to do some thumbnails. So I'll edit some thumbnails this morning too, and then pre-schedule some videos. Woo. I'm itchy. And I'm too fat for this chair. Listen. Yeah. So this is what the makeup looks like in natural light. I did cut these down to fit a little bit better, but I'm getting ready to go take them off because my eyes are starting to burn. Not like bad yet, but I did want to update you guys that my eyes are burning. So I'm gonna go wash this off immediately. But with the if you cut them down, if you have hooded eyes or smaller eyes, they do look decent. If I did mascara really well, they would look really good. But yeah, the eyeliner is definitely burning my eyes, so I'm gonna go remove it. That was a close call. Scared me. So is that a little squirrely? I need to retint my eyebrows today too. I've noticed that they've worn down. It's probably been like a month since I did them. I just used the Just for Men's situation on my brows, so I'll probably do that later today since we got nothing but time on our hands. This is my current work setup. I know I have an entire office, but it's just so much brighter out here, and I like to get to like look out at the trees and stuff since my dining room table is delayed because of COVID, which it's fine. I mean, this is fine for right now until it gets here. But this is my new Ninja hot and cold brew. I bought it at Target. It was on sale. So I'm gonna put in the tea basket. It comes with two baskets. This one's the tea one, and then it also has one that's orange that's for coffee. I'm just gonna put it in here. And I'm just having some Tulsi tea. This was a peach mango one, or mango peach. I'm doing a half carafe So I'm gonna use 2 tea bags. I really like that this machine does cold brew and it does like hot, obviously, and it can do single cups. The only problem with it so far is it has a specialty brew, which is supposed to be like espresso basically. And that setting, hold on, I gotta go get some ice. So back to what I was saying. It over extracts when I use like my Trader Joe's coffee or Cafe Bustelo. It doesn't over extract with my Four Sigmatic coffee, which brings me to believe if your coffee is ground too fine, which I think the grind on all ground coffee is just a little bit different, that it pushes all the particles to the bottom of your cup. So you get that like gritty, weird stuff. Yes, this is how I explained. Gritty, weird stuff at the bottom of your cup, which I don't like. And I need to just figure out what like style coffee causes it and what doesn't. So if that would drive you nuts because you just like to buy whatever ground coffee and you don't really like to pay attention, I also have beans that I can grind. I grind them in my blender. I have a blend tech, so it's good to do that. But if that would annoy you, you probably wouldn't like it. I like that you can do cold brew over ice and like regular, which is super nice. Like this morning I did just over, oh, there's 2 deer outside right now. You guys won't be able to see them because you can't see through the screen. Oh, there's 3, sweet. Anyhow. Yeah, this morning I just did an iced coffee, which was really nice, and it was good, super strong. It wasn't watered down even though I brewed it over ice. So I think it must brew a little stronger if it knows you're doing that. So anyhow, I'm just going to turn it on, and then there's a bunch of settings here. So this is technically a half carafe. So I have it set on half carafe, and then I'm doing over ice and then herbal. So you just switch this. Like if I wanted to do just regular hot tea, I would do there. If I wanted it to be a little stronger, I'd do rich, over ice, cold brew, or specialty. I'm actually gonna do cold brew, and then you can change the type of tea here. So there's herbal, black, oolong, white, or green. Mine is herbal, so I'm just gonna hit start. Now the cold brew does take about 10 minutes to brew because it brews it at a lower temperature and it holds it up here for it to brew, and then it releases it. So it takes a little bit longer, but it's really, really good. So I'm gonna make an iced tea. Oh, I thought I heard my phone buzz. So I'm gonna make an iced tea. Four Sigmatic sent me this little thing. Isn't this cute? It's a blender bottle, but it's stainless steel on the inside. I'd never seen that before. I'd always had the plastic ones. Isn't that sweet? I wasn't even expecting it. They just sent it over, so that was nice. But I'm waiting on my tea to brew. And like I said, it has a coffee one too. Here's the coffee little filter. It's still dirty. I need to clean it out. But it does that. It just puts a little bit in the cup to warm up your cup so that it doesn't shatter your glass. So it's just a very thoughtful machine. If only the specialty feature actually worked, because that would be perfect to have like a nice espresso shot, or to do a couple specialty shot things over ice and then put milk. But it just doesn't work that well, which was kind of frustrating for me. So I need to figure that out. I don't know. I do like the iced coffee though. Anyhow, enough talking. I need to change the battery in this camera. My eyes feel better, by the way, like a lot better. My dad and my sister are getting ready to come over here in a little bit. They're bringing the wild ones. Yeah, this is the first time that the dogs have been here. They haven't been here at all. I'm a little bit sad because I feel like they're gonna smell Nicole. I'm so sad. I wonder if dogs like know. Like, do they know she's gone? I mean, obviously they know they don't see her But do dogs have that kind of understanding? It's so hard to know. But Jinxie and Belly will be here, and my dad and my baby sissy. She's still a little baby sister. She's 18 now. It's so wild to think my sister's 18. She was born when I was 12, and I turned 13 like a month. There's a deer. A month after she was born, 2 months after she was born. So I've like literally seen her grow up, and to think that she's 18 now, it still weirds me out a lot. So this is what the tea looks like when it's done. I have drink water today too, and I will continue to drink water, but having some tea, and then I have some tomato soup. I might make a little sandwich or something too. I don't know. Spaghetti squash. And look at you now, 71 years old.
Mm-hmm. That's what happened. Hey, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I'm gonna tell you a secret behind the looks. Don't never ever let no man lay down have no 10 or 15 babies for a goddamn man, because you go look old and motherfucker.
And that's Jacqueline Joyce, everyone. My 71-year-old grandmother, her twin passed away a couple of years ago. My grandma's a twin, fraternal, not identical. Wow, my brain. But yeah, it's her birthday today, so I was calling to wish her a happy birthday. She's 71 years old, and she's a caregiver for an elderly woman. Same thing with my aunt sister. She's 75, and she lives in New York, and she cares for an elderly man. So my family doing the damn thing. Anyhow, the babies are here. This house runs on coffee and Jesus. I'm aware it's upside down. Oh my gosh! Hi, dresses! Hi, dresses! Hi, girls! Hello! Winkers! Hi, little Edyn! Hi, Valley! Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. Hi, Winkies! Hi, Winkies! Oh my gosh! Girls, you tie up your auntie day? Hi! Hi, Kayla.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
How's social isolation?
I do that every day.
Seems. Hi, Bella. Bella, look at her.
Oh, wow, Bella.
Hi. Oh, hello. Hello.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, hi. Hello. Hey, babies.
How about that?
Oh, Winks, you can't get up. There you go. Is that good? Hi, dresses. Hi. You want some water, or are you just excited?
She's excited.
I think she just did. Oh! Hi. Hi.
Why are you so excited?
I missed you too. Okay, come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, oh my gosh, you too. This is life here. Hi, babies. I love you.
Stop.
You're cute. You're
No.
a cute little baby.
Well, not that.
Not that baby?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I can still pick you up.
What are you going to do when I turn 30? You can't call me a baby anymore.
If I can still hold you like when I'm going to call you it.
Wait a minute. Hold on. We've talked about this. How old are you going to be when I'm 30?
43.
Oh my god.
I'll be 42 in September, but in December I'll turn 43.
Oh my god.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know. That's what happens when you have a very much older sister.
But that's like really crazy to think about though.
That I'll be 43 when you're 30?
Yeah.
Yeah. People miss you in the vlog, you know. They say, where's your family?
What is wrong with you?
They say, where's your family?
That was a good. Oh, Lincoln.
Oh, she missed
Gonna
me.
record Jinxie.
We're cuddling.
And then we have Bella.
And we cuddling too. And two cuddles.
did you look at the camera like that? Oh, okay, bye.
Who has a burger? Who has a burger? We do, we do.
Sorry for getting meat on your fork.
It's okay. They're dogs, you know. They kind of
nice, Bella.
They kind of need that.
Nice.
Wow, Winkas. Wow, dresses. Wow, other dresses.
Good job.
Oh, wow. I've got my cozies on now. So I just got back from the store. I just needed some fresh produce. I didn't have any, so I got some oranges, some peppers, and things like that. I didn't do a haul because it was honestly all pretty overwhelming. There were social distancing lines outside, social distancing lines inside. They were letting a certain amount of people flow into the store at a time. So I was just kind of overwhelmed when I got home, to be completely honest. Sorry, my phone rang. But we got word that tomorrow will be the announcement that Austin is going shelter in place. I kind of knew that it was going to be happening. I'd already been inside, so it's not really a surprise for me, but we will be getting like the official stay your ass inside notice and how long it's going to be and all of that tomorrow. Mayor Adler is going to go ahead and do that. Austin, I mean Texas as a whole isn't going shelter in place. Governor Abbott said he's not going to do that yet. Look at this. Jinxie was so excited to see me. She kept making me pick her up, and those are her little paw marks because she wanted me to hold her like a baby. That's just how our dogs are. Very spoiled, rotten, ruined for anyone else. Just kidding, they're ours forever, obviously. But yeah, that's the end of this vlog. I know there wasn't much other than the get ready with me, but I will try to do better in future vlogs. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you very soon. Stay safe and stock up. Not crazy stock up, but make sure you go get the things that you need so that you can stay inside for as much as you can. But that's all. I'm gonna keep watching this show. What's it called? I think it's called like Setting Little Fires or something like that. Let's see. I'm like, my nose is doing weird things right now because I just put in my Flonase, so it kind of drains down the back of your throat and it's like annoying. And I have on my headscarf. I'm starting my Hulu really quick. She could use some extractions. Little Fires Everywhere is the name of the show. I've only watched the first episode so far, but it seems nice. It has Reese Witherspoon in it, and I think I'm gonna like it.
Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out.